last video we have discussed what is report in Salesforce. In this video we're gonna go and try to create a report and see how it works and how it looks like. Okay, before we learn reports, we have to know a concept called report type. Okay, so what is report? Just to repeat the last video story in one single sentence. Report is basically a tool through which you as an admin can can pull the needed data from any object like account, contact, opportunity, any standard or any custom object, and you can showcase the data, you can present the data to the business user, right? Manager can ask, hey, I need to see the report of all my subordinates, and CEO would like to see the report of the entire organization. Maybe the vice president of sales wants to see the report of the sales revenue, right? So different people in the company would like to see different types of report. Okay, so you have a tab called report. By the way, report is not an object, it's just a tab, correct? So you as an admin, when you click on this report tab, you have a button called new report. Okay, we discussed about the public folders. I'm going to talk about this folder again once I am done with creating a report. So as you know, the folder is basically the buckets, right, where you store the report, and you will have like multiple different folders where you will keep the report inside it, and you will share that folder with the business users. Let's create a report folder first. Okay, I'm going to create a report folder name sales report. Okay, and whatever report that I am going to create, I will make sure I store that report inside this particular folder. Okay, so this is the folder that I have created. If you go to all folders, right, you will see a folder called sales report. That's the folder I have created, and this folder contains no report so far. I'm going to go and create a new report and hold that report inside that particular folder called sales report. So in order to create a new report, click on this button called new report. You can actually create a report from this lightning view or from the classic view, right? We have to create everything into lightning, but I'm going to show you how you can create a report in lightning and classic both. Classic user interface is little easier, but lightning is also something that we have to get familiar with. So I'm going to show you how to create a report in both lightning and classic. Let's get started with lightning first. Okay, click on this new report button. Once you create a new report, here you have to understand one thing called report type. What is report type? Report is basically some data you're going to fetch from particular object. So that object name is nothing but the report type. What type of report you are going to create? Suppose, as per my business requirement, let's say my business have captured leads. Now leads are coming from 10 different cities. My business told me, I am the admin, told me that, hey admin, can you please create a report and show me all the leads that's coming from a city called Bangalore. Now I as an admin have to go and create a lead on top of the lead object. So lead here is the report type. In order to create that report, I as an admin have to go here, search leads and select the leads. Got it? Another example. Let's say my business wanted to see a report that how much of revenue we are yet to close in this financial quarter. Opportunity is the object which hold the revenues, right? Opportunity amount, and we have something called close date. The business wanted to see all the opportunity amounts, right? Summation of all the opportunities amount, which is going to close by this particular financial quarter. So in this case, your report type would be what? Opportunity. Make sense? So you have to select opportunity first, and then you have to go and create the report. So these are the report types, and you have categories over here, right? You have, so let's say you want to create a report on account, contacts. If you go to account and contacts, you will see all the related report types inside account and contact category. Got it? See, account and contact is in a relationship. Account is the parent, contact is the child. So when you have a relationship between two objects, Salesforce will automatically create a report type. For an example, we had created an object called head office. We also had created an object called outlet. If we go here in all reports, this all category, and search here head office, ideally it should come here like head office. Not only head office, because head office was the parent and the child object name was outlet, it should come like head office and head office with outlets. You know what I mean? So whenever you have two objects, and if the two objects are related with lookup or master detail, Salesforce will automatically create the report type like head office with outlet, accounts with contacts, like that. But I want to ask you a question. Why I'm not able to search here head office? Let me go and search outlet. The outlet is also not coming. Activities with outlets are coming, but no outlet specific. Any reason why I'm not able to create a report on the head office object or on top of the outlet object? I guess if you remember the initial conversation that we had, let me go back to this setup and show you why exactly I was not able to create a report on the head office object. So if you go to the head office object and try to edit that object, see what you have done here. This particular head office object don't have this checkbox true. You get it? So this object is not allowed to create report. So you have to click on this allow report checkbox. Okay. So for head office, I have allowed reports. Now I'm going to go and do the same thing for outlet as well. Right. So every object, unless you specify that allow report checkbox true, you will not be able to create a report on top of it. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing for outlet object. Here it is my outlet object. I'm going to go and edit this object, come down. Outlet object is already checked. Okay. So no need to check this again. Now I'll go back to my report tab. I'll just quickly refresh this. Done. Now if I go to reports, okay, and create a new report with report type called head office. You see this head office is coming, and head office with outlet is also coming, and head office with outlet with revenue is also coming. Why? Because head office was the parent, outlet was the child of head office, and revenues was the child of outlet. I didn't create the report type. It automatically get created because there was a relationship between head office and outlet and revenues. So Salesforce will automatically create the report type. Now, if you ask me specifically what exactly is the use of report type? Report type is basically this. Understand this, okay? Let's say your business have a requirement and they said, you know what? I want to see the outlets data where head office is India. I want to see the head office's data as well as the related outlets data. So you as an admin want to create a report which will pull the data not only from head office but also from outlets. This is where you have to select the head office with outlet. If you want to create a report which will not only pull the data from head office like India head office, all the associated outlets, and each outlet all the associated revenues data. If you want to showcase all these data, you have to select the report type as head office with outlet with revenues. That's how the report type is. Report type is so far standard. Based on the object that you create, report type will be created by Salesforce automatically, but you as an admin can create a report type by yourself. Let me quickly show you how to create a report type. This is all theoretically. I'm explaining what is report type. Once I create the report, I'm going to show you how this report type is actually impacting the report creation. Okay, so let's quickly go and check how to create a custom report type. Okay, go to setup. If you go to setup, you have something called report type. Report type. If you go to the report types, these are the report types that Salesforce has created for us. I mean, if you can go through what is the report type, right? So you can just go through this, and if you click on continue, right, These are the report types, custom report type that has been created so far. Okay, now let me go and create a new custom report type. Suppose I want to create a report type of with same thing, same report type that you saw now here. Let's go ahead and create the same report type, the head office with outlets with revenue. This is a standard report type. It has been created by Salesforce. I don't have to recreate it, but just to understand how the report type works, let me create the same report types. Okay, and you know the relationship, right? Head office is the super parent, outlet is the child of head office, and revenue is the child of outlet. If I create the report type here, the super parent name is what? Head office. So select here head office. Okay, give a name, head office with outlet with revenue. Okay, that's the name just I will give you. Okay, some description you're supposed to give here, and store in a category. You know what is the category? Category means where exactly you want to store, right? These are the category, left hand side. I want to store that report type inside other report category. If you go to other report, you'll get to see that custom report type that I'm going to create. So select other report type here. Okay, select other reports. Got it? Make sure this is deployed. Don't keep it in development, because if you keep it in development, then you cannot use this report type to create a report because it's still in development. Make sure this is deployed. Okay, click on next. So my primary object is what? Head office. Let's select the related object, which is outlet. Now you have to understand one thing here. Okay, see, in the drop down, when I select this second object for the report type, I see only outlet and duplicate record item. That's second, and that's another custom object. Why I'm not able to see other objects? Because head office is the parent and these two are the childs. You will not be able to see other object which is not related to head office. You have selected primary object as head office, and you'll be able to select here as the secondary object which is related to head office only. You'll not be able to see account because account has no relationship with head office. Okay, so I'm selecting outlets here. Okay, now please understand this line, these two lines. Let me just increase the font. Okay, see, first radio button is telling each A record must have at least one related B record. Okay, I'm just talking about this radio button. It means if you select the first radio button, then in the report type, if you select the report type and create a report, the report will show the data where each head office has at least one outlets. In that report, you will not be able to fetch any head office which doesn't have any outlets. That's why the first radio button is. If you select the second radio button, which says A records may or may not have the related B. If you select the second one, that means if you are creating a report by selecting this custom report type, then you'll be able to pull all the head office data which may or may not have the outlets. So now this is all based on your business requirement. You as an admin have to decide whether I have to go ahead with the first or the second one. I'm selecting the first one. Okay, now select the third object. See, here also when you go and select the third object, you see only 3 records here: activities, duplicate record items, and revenues. Why? Because only these 3 objects are the related objects of outlet. I'll just take you to a second screen, okay, just to make sure you're understanding this properly. I'm gonna go to the Schema Builder, and I know you have remembered all this, but just to make sure that I am able to run this properly, right? See, if I clear all and go to head office, go to outlet and revenue, right? Check this out. The relationship between these 3 is what? See, head office is the parent, outlet is the child. Outlet is the parent and revenue is the child. You get it, right? Right? So head office is the super parent. One line is coming out from head office. Multiple lines are going inside outlet, right? So outlet is the child, and same like revenue. And that's what I have done over here in the report type. Head office I have selected, and all the related outlets of head office and all the related revenue of the particular thing. You can actually select the fourth related object as well. Can you tell me why I'm getting every time activities here? Yeah. Any guess why I am getting these activities? I did not establish any relationship between activity to revenue. Neither have established any relationship between activity to outlets or head office. Why I'm able to see here? Because if you remember, the outlet object, you actually check this box called allow activities. The moment you check this box called allow activities in the outlet object definition page, Salesforce will automatically establish a relationship between activities and head of outlet. I mean, whatever object where you are allowing the activities. You get it? And that's the reason why I am able to see activities everywhere, because for all these objects, I have checked that allow activities checkbox. Got it? So I'm not creating the fourth one. Just check this. Now head office with outlets with revenue. Save. That's it. Now, once you create the report type, okay, see, we have something called layout. If you click on the layout, let me just tell you what is this layout quickly, and then we'll go and create a new report with this particular report type. The layout is basically what are the fields from head office and outlet and revenue you can use in your report builder is the layouts. Let's say you don't want to use this outlet area or head office area or head office address. This particular field you don't want to use in your report. Just drag and drop it here. Get it? See, you're actually viewing the head office's field. Fine. Now let's say you don't want to see the outlet area in your report. Whenever you create a report by selecting this particular report type, you don't want to see the area of outlet. So drag and drop it here. And if you see here, I have dragged and dropped this area out of this layout. So area will not be coming in your report builder. Got it? So you can actually customize, you as an admin can customize whatever field you want to showcase in the report builder or not. I'll tell you the reason why this page is important. See, in the real-time projects, sometimes what happened, you as an admin create the report for the business user. But there are few projects where the business user will go and create the report by themselves. And in this case, let's say your business has told you, hey admin, make sure my business user, when they create a report, they would not be able to see the head office area, head office address, and so and so. This is where you as an admin have to come here and change the layouts so that the business user, when they create the reports by themselves, will not be able to see the field itself in the report builder. Got it? So just click on save button. I'm done with the report types. So theoretically, you understand what is report type, right? I'm going to go in the next video and use the report types to create a report. See you in the next video.